Students, today in this video, I will teach you about maps. Geography is a subject which deals with the distribution of various features on the earth. The distribution of various features on the earth are usually represented on maps which show the whole world or a part of it. So today I will familiarize you with the types of maps and properties of maps. What is a map? A map is a representation of the whole earth or a part of it on a flat sheet of paper in accordance with some scale and direction. In other words, a map is a drawing of the whole earth or a part of it on a flat surface. Books of maps is called atlas, or atlas is a collection of maps. It is typically a bundle of maps of earth or a region of earth. Atlases have traditionally been bound into book form. In ancient days, maps were drawn by Egyptian and Greek geographers. Their maps were not accurate because of the scanty knowledge. The well-known geographer Ptolemy attempted to draw maps, and his influence lasted till the 16th century. Gradually, due to discoveries, voyages, travels, and scientific knowledge, maps became more precise and reliable. Maps are now indispensable for everybody. Maps serve us not only as a tool to analyze and understand geography, but also for illustrating graphically. They guide us on the land, whether we travel on foot, by rail, or by bus. Navigators need maps to steer their ships in the right direction. The air pilots on the planes require maps as a guidance to fly in the right direction. Town planners and army leaders also require maps for their operation. So, in short, maps are useful to determine where you are going, to act as a model of Earth's surface, used to locate various places, to show the distribution of various features or types of materials. In other words, we can say that maps have three principal uses: to locate places on the surface of the earth, to show patterns of distribution of natural and man-made phenomena, to compare and contrast map information and discover relationships between different phenomena. Now students, there are many different types of maps to show different types of information. Some of them are political maps, physical maps, thematic maps, topographic maps. But today we will study only about political maps and physical maps. Maps which show different countries and states with a well-marked boundary are called political maps. This is World Political Map, in which we can see 7 continents of the world, and these continents are North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. This is a political map of India, which shows all the states and union territories along with their capital cities. The states are marked in different colors along with their administrative boundaries. The map accurately depicts international boundaries as well. Those maps which show physical features such as mountains, plateaus, major rivers, seas, oceans, and ecosystems like deserts and rainforests on a global scale are called physical map. On a national scale, physical maps show relief and drainage features such as rivers. This is a physical map of India which shows where Himalayas, the desert, Deccan Plateau, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, Aravalli Range, Vindhya and Satpura Ranges, Chota Nagpur Plateau, Nilgiri and Cardamom Hills, etc. are located. You can also see Lakshadweep Islands located in Arabian Sea and Andaman and Nicobar Islands located in Bay of Bengal. A map is a shorthand script for the geographer. If we know the script or the language of the map, we can very easily understand it. Now, let us learn the essential components of the map. Title. Title identifies the area shown, topic, focus, or the purpose of the map. Number 2. Legend, which explains the meaning of symbols and colors used on the map. Number 3. Scale, which represents the relationship between the distance of the map and the distance in the real world. Number 4. Direction, which often is represented with an arrow. Number 5. Border, which sets the map apart from other information. Number 6. Date of publication, which indicates how recent the map is and who created the map. A map without direction has no value. That is the reason why directions are always marked on the maps. The top of the map on which the title of the map is written is always to the north, and the lower part of the map is to the south direction. The right hand side is the east and the left hand side is the west. So, there are 4 cardinal points on a compass: north, south, east and west. When reading a map and giving other people directions, you need to avoid using the words left and right, as these are relative directions and differ depending on your location. Every map is accompanied by a legend or key. The key is essential since it contains what each symbol on the map stands for. Such symbols may be drawings, letters, lines, shortened word, or colored areas. Most map symbols are conventional signs as they are understood by everyone around the world. So, the key or legend explains what the symbol means.